All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Monarchs and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Allen now on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Allen going to take a shot for Gallup. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Makes the score Monarchs 7, Bills nothing. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Geis. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Harris now to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Allen now on 3rd and goal, and he will take it in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
They'll run with Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Topper! 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yep. Buzz.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Pick 6 off that. Let's go to one side.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, that's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rock it. Ready?
This is Geis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yes.
You better bring it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Get it.
They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Down to lose one. Two times.
Gun. Alert, alert, alert.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the backfield.
X3. 218. Chop it.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift. 45.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Gurley again here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Leo. Fair. You're out.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Allen now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to loft one. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Terry McLaurin, as the first half is winding down, and the Bills get a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
31's the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Alpha. Now.
A final shot before break. Herbert. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Go. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check. Crouch. Look at me. Go. Speak them.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And some room to roam now. trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They'll run on first down. Costa. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. They try right side here, Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
On the double. General West.
Watch third.
Now.
Shoot this side. I gotta shoot this side.
Rock it. Hey, orbit. Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Allen's throw is complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Throwing now is Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion with Jish. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Hard. Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Come on, set.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey. Go on. Hey. High 7. 5.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Leo! Bravo! Fair!
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. On 1st down, it's Harris. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Smooth. Yep. Hey, echo. Now.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Haywood. 22 jet bomber. You can't block me. Speed grip.
Operating from the gun. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Look at me. Go. Hey, seam 6. And ready.
On 4th down. Herbert trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
You don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Hey, lock it.
Focus, defense, focus.
Check. Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Rock it. Shoot.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. Herbert buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. That's good for 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Hey, exit.
45, Mike, 45. Watch the pass. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
Here it comes. 5 wide.
Mike, 45. Touchdown, defense.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A gain of 3, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
46-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A give to Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Harris. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. 11 yards on the pickup. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Harris. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And Allen is actually going to throw it here to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Allen going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
but that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Come on, set. X3. 218, chopper.
He's not going to get me. 31's the mic.
Hard. Hey, foxtrot. Go.
Play. 31.
On 1st down, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
31's the mic. I got you. 31's the mic.
Go.
31's the mic.
2nd and 1. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for our visitors, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta.